Here in his shrine, here do we toil.
That we might remember.
You there. You don't seem to be in quite the same state as the others here. Very interesting. May I ask what it is you're doing here? Are we done? I thought so.
Far from ourselves.
Destroying the ash spawn has made it safer to work in the fields. Thank you. After we left Morrowind, we found ourselves in Skyrim. We wandered around a bit and ended up in Morthal, where we took up temporary residence with Lami, the town's alchemist. I was fascinated by her work, and over a period of a few years, she taught me quite a bit. It wasn't long before we became homesick. We were the only Dunmer in Morthal. When word reached us that a settlement of Dunmer was forming on Solstheim, we were thrilled. It's been difficult, but I'm not regretting it one bit. In fact, I'm glad we've been able to stay and help.
I don't know what you're playing at, Glover, but something about you just doesn't add up.
Understandable, considering...
Yes, I'm proud to say that I grow or harvest most of it myself. I only wish I had a better source for netch jelly. Those creatures are difficult to track down since it's so dangerous beyond the bulwark. That would be splendid. I'd be more than happy to give you something for the effort. I think I can teach you a thing or two. So you're interested in my potions and ingredients? Careful
Hold
with
a
those
moment,
edges.
Mogrel.
They may look
I've gotten a
tame,
report that you've been
seriously
harassing
hurt.
Your actions here have been a blessing to us all sorts of useful things. Feel free to browse.
See that they stay that way.
Next time you're hungry, stop by.
Skyrim in a crate.
I always have plenty of food.
It's busier now that... See for yourself. The East Empire pendants are scattered all over. Leave no stone unturned. Mallory, you need to talk some sense into your husband.
Can't get blood from a stone. It is when we barely make ends meet.
That isn't my problem. I was clear when I...
What are you gawking at, Outlander?
You're back. Please, tell me what you found. Let me see that. Huh, I knew it. Gratian's death wasn't because of a rock fall. It was just a story to keep people away from the tombs. Now that I have his journal in hand, I can get some closure from the East Empire Company. Make them pay for lying to everyone. Thank you. Now, I believe I owe you a little more than a debt of gratitude for all that work you did. Here, it's not much, but it's the best an old retired miner can do. The damn fool doesn't even deserve to have it. The pickaxe was made for mining, not selling. I'll bet he stole it from the Skald in the first place. Oh, very well. Here, tell him I hope he drops the thing on his foot. Our home has stood in Raven Rock since the colony was founded. Grayson helped build it with his own 2 hands. After Grayson died, he left behind a wife and a son. My grandfather, Relicus. Relicus lived there for quite a long time, working in the other sections of the mine until he was slain by Reavers. I never knew my father. My mother and I always lived alone. I asked her about him many times, but she seemed angry and refused to speak about him. So eventually, I let it go. When I was old enough, I began working in the mine, hoping to make my fortune and eventually move to the Imperial City. Unfortunately, yes. I only had enough coin saved to send one of us back to the Imperial City, so I sent my mother alone. I wanted her to see her homeland before she died. Until I met my darling Aphia, yes. I suppose you could have called me a bitter old hermit. Now I'm just old. I recognize the name, but I don't know how I know it. It sounds so familiar. It's so strange. I feel like it's from a dream. Something about the Earthstone and a shrine. That's it. That's all I can think of. Mark my words. There was a time when...
Serve House Redoran or serve no one?
If you're looking for work, the mine's been closed.
I'm sorry to bother you, but Second Councillor Rano asked me to come find you. He said it's quite urgent. All he wanted me to do is track you down and send you to him. Look, this is important. Even more important than wiping out the Ashspawn. Please, go speak to the Second Councillor as soon as possible.
Destroying the Ashspawn has made it safe. Looking for any potions? Ingredients? Alchemical supplies? Careful with those netches. They may look tasty.
Thank you for coming. After everything you've already done for Ravenrock, I hate to ask for more, but I can't risk Councillor Morvayn being killed. The Ulan family of House Lalu, a rival great house, has placed a death mark on the Councillor's head. It's a private matter. Let's just say they seek revenge for the execution of one of their own, ordered by Councillor Morvayn himself. The problem is I don't have any solid proof that anyone from House Lalu is hidden among us. Only my suspicions. May be justified, but it certainly isn't appreciated. Councillor Morvayn simply feels that I'm being paranoid. I'm afraid that one day I'll awaken and discover him dead. And I don't want it to come to that. I do. I've received some information from my sources that there could be elements of Ulan's house, House Lalu, already in Ravenrock. Ravenrock is a small settlement, so it's hard to accomplish anything in secret. If any of them is from House Lalu, I wouldn't be able to make a move without them knowing. I had a feeling you'd be willing to listen to me. I need you to start out by being my eyes and ears. Search Raven Rock and see if you can root out these traitors. The best place to start would be Geldis Sadri, over at the Retching Netch Corner Club. If he provides you any leads, check them out before bringing them to my attention. I can't afford to make any mistakes. Traitors. The lot of them. Their collaboration with the Empire may have given them unrivaled political and economic strength, but their hearts weren't with the Dunmer people. Lalu deserved every bit of hatred there is. Having past ties to the Empire immediately, they had welcomed the Empire with open arms and benefited from it. When everything was said and done, they were no longer recognized as a great house and were dismissed from the council. Don't worry. You can trust Geldis. He's been with us for a long time.
He grows ever near.
Our eyes once were blinded. Now through him do we see.
Your hands.
That seems inadvisable. Oh, fascinating. By touching the stone, you appear to have fallen under whatever influence is affecting the others.
And the world shall listen.
What brings you to Raven Rock?
And when the world shall see.
And when the world remembers.
What brings you to Raven Rock?
That world will cease.
Here in his shrine.
It's nothing.
I'm going to be fine. Captain Bellin is never around.
I work for Mogrel. You got a problem, you talk to him.
If there's anything at all I can do to help,
Traveler.
Sergio.
I don't know
let me
how
know.
to thank you.
If you ever need apothecary supplies, talk to my wife, Milori.
I don't
If
know
there's
what you
anything
did
at
to those
all I
monks,
can
but
do
it
to
was
help,
a smile I
Invigorating for my
appreciate.
please let me
husband.
know.
I haven't seen
Never
him
seen him
this
so.
in many years.
I want you to let me know.
Mogrel doesn't lend coin to outlanders. Look somewhere else.
Not a little girl. Welcome to the Retching Netch Corner Club, my lord. If you need anything,
Teldrin
Master Geldis
Serrow,
will be
blade
happy
for
to help
hire. If you have the coin, then let's be off.
How about you keep serving the drinks, and I'll decide what's right for her.
Long story, but I don't see the harm in sharing it with you. My last patron was a true Nord. He was dressed in animal skins, had tattoos on his face. A real traditional type, if you know what I mean. He had an insatiable bloodlust and was extremely stubborn. One of the toughest employers I've ever had. Simple. He paid well. Very well. Anyway, we'd just cleared a ruined fort somewhere outside of Whiterun, and when we got outside, we saw one of them galloping away on horseback. Well, my boss wasn't about to let him get away, so we pursued. On foot. Until we ended up tracking him to one of the largest bandit encampments I'd ever seen. My patron took one look at me and made the most menacing grin I'd ever seen. At that moment, I knew I'd never see him again. No amount of money would ever be worth that kind of death. What do you have in mind? What did you need? Anything else?
I work for Mogrul. You got... Mogrul doesn't lend coin to outlanders.
I'll give you this warning only
Look
once.
somewhere else.
Stay out of my way.
The
and we'll
mines
do
are open.
just fine.
If you're looking to purchase
Until next
something,
time.
speak to my father, Fethis.
Anytime you want to hit
If there's anything at all I can do to help,
I've spent
please
enough
let me know.
time on Soul Star.
Don't worry. You can trust Geldus. He's been with us for a long time.
Welcome to the mine's open, people are buying drinks, and I'm making money again. Just like old times. The finest sujamma to cross your lips, friend. My own personal formula that I call Sadri's Sujamma. In fact, I've just added some new ingredients to the mixture that I think makes it taste better than ever. All I need to do is get the word out that it's ready, and they'll flock here for it. I was kind of hoping you'd say that. Here, take these samples of the Sujamma and spread the word. If you get rid of all of them, there's something extra in it for you. How about a drink for the hero who cleared Fort Frostmoth? How do you think? It's a blessing. I've got regular paying customers again. Thirsty workers at the end of the day, and more coin than I can count.